Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at game number 14 in our 20 from 1986 series. This game is a Capcom classic. You control this mech through space, and the screen will scroll around, and you will shoot down your enemies and collect different power-ups, and this is called Sidearms. This game is also known as Sidearms Hyperdyne, and like I said, you control this mech, and it flies through space, and you can collect different power-ups. You can hold on to all the different power-ups and switch to the different ones that you like. And there is an 8-way joystick. There is a button that lets you turn around and shoot to your left. There's a button that lets you turn around and shoot to your right. And then there is a button that switches between your power-ups. And you can have up to 5 different power-ups at once. And like I said, you can use that one button to switch through the different ones. And you can shoot at the power-up icons that you can collect until you get the one you want, because it will cycle through. See? Pretty cool. You can have a rotating kind of shield. You can have a 3-way shot. You can have a super strong cannon. And you can have auto fire. You can get speed up. You can accidentally speed down by collecting the backwards POW sign, and you can also collect an icon that will make you a giant mech, and you'll have much increased firepower. If you have 2 players simultaneous play, then both players will combine into the mech, and you can both control the giant mech. The music for Sidearms is one of my favorite aspects. I think the music is great. It's not perfect in this part, but there's other parts where it really is just very stirring, very exciting. Really gets your blood pumping. But the game is really quite hard. There are a total of 12 different stages. Goodness. And it's a rarity that you put in your initials before you even start the game. And that's what happens here. But I love the music for this first stage here, and a couple other stages too. But yeah, if you collect that orange orb, that gives you what's called the bit. And you can increase your speed by collecting the POWs, the POW words, and you can increase it up to 3 times, and that is that colored bar at the very bottom. That is your speed. So I have 2 flashing boxes, so I have 2 out of 3 speed power-ups. When you die and you're carrying a certain weapon, you will lose that weapon, but you can easily pick it up again. A lot of enemies will give you power-ups. There is the bit, which is the rotating sort of shield. A lot of things can get through the shield, but it gives you increased firepower. The SG, and I forget what that stands for, shotgun. That will give you a 5-way shot. The MBL, which is Mega Bazooka Launcher, is super strong, and that is good for the bosses, which we will face eventually. And then there's 3-way, which gives you 3-way shot, and auto, and you can just hold down the button for rapid fire when you have auto. Never stand still if you can help it. Now we have our first boss, and I'm going to equip myself with the Mega Bazooka Launcher, and you'll be able to take it out fairly quickly that way. And it will leave you a bunch of power-ups when it dies. Again, you can repeatedly shoot a power-up, and you'll cycle it through to other power-ups. And if you repeatedly shoot it enough, it can turn into either the Capcom Yashichi or a star. both of which have appeared in numerous other Capcom games. The Star will give you a rapid fire 3-way, and the Yashichi will give you rapid fire straight ahead. And the straight ahead rapid fire I prefer. But once you have rapid fire, you can just hold down the fire button and you'll just automatically shoot a big old stream of shots, which is very, very nice. There is the giant mecha, and look at all the shots I can fire. Very, very nice. As one player, you get 2 hits while you're in the giant mecha before you turn back to the original mecha. With 2 players, it will just take 1 hit before it reverts back to both players controlling their original mechas. I just love the music in this game. It is fantastic. Some of Capcom's best from the 1980s. Just really, really stirring, exciting music. Yeah, I've seen this in arcades before. I think the first place I saw it was a 7-Eleven. But I like this game. This is fun, even though yeah, it gets really tough. Right now it's not super hard. There I went back to my original mecha. Yeah, some weapon power-ups will be stronger than others, and they'll be more useful in certain situations. I really hate that snake or whatever it is, because it will kind of follow you around and it'll take a lot of hits to destroy. Now I'm going to use my Mega Bazooka launcher for this boss, and you need to get your shots between these things that are rotating around, I think, and then you can hit that little thing in the center, and it spins faster and faster, this big wheel thing. But there will be boss fights at the end of every stage, and yeah, the boss will leave you all sorts of power-ups. Yeah, the POW symbol will give you speed up. If you see the POW symbol is backwards, it will give you speed down. Now this stage starts to get really tough with all these things flying around you. And there are hidden special icons, whoops, I died, that have appeared in all sorts of Capcom games. We saw the Holstein cow that I uncovered. It is 10,000 points here. This rotating shield, the bit, is really not all that dependable, but it does add firepower. See, they still shot me. Yeah, you have to move all over the place. Do not stand still in this game, especially when you're dealing with that stupid snake thing. It takes forever to destroy and it keeps following you. So learn to switch your backwards shot and your forward shot repeatedly in this game. Always move around. There's very seldom a safe spot in this game. You can shoot those little door things that are trying to close on you. Other hidden icons that you can uncover by shooting or maybe moving in a certain place. Yikes. Sometimes they let you go through the snake thing. You can get an extra life at certain point values. I don't remember for sure what they are. But you can also you get at least one at 100,000 points. I neglected to continue. You will pick up right where you left off if you do continue. But if you don't continue, the game moves a little bit forward, and we got to see where that boss is. I think that was the third boss. But yeah, there are 12 stages. We're going to put on invincibility here. Now, I want to mention that if you use MAME cheats for invincibility, there is a 1-up icon. Whoops, and I got pinched. You can still get pinched even with the invincibility cheat. And pinched means when a screen is scrolling, they get stuck behind something and you die. But yeah, the Holstein cow is 10,000 points. Some of the bosses have a very short life bar, some of them have a long life bar. But yeah, there is the Holstein cow for 10,000 points, there is a strawberry for 3,000 points, there's a barrel for 3,000 points, and there's a 1-up icon. And those special items that I mentioned, bonus items, appear in a number of Capcom games. Yeah, you can, like I said, you can shoot repeatedly. Once you get the backwards POW icon, then if you shoot it enough times after that, it will turn into either the Yashichi or the star, which will give you rapid fire. And it says auto right there. That is the one that I have. And again, the third button, you press it to switch back and forth between the different power-ups. You can collect all the power-ups and switch between any of them at any time you like. Very, very cool. And they kind of took the Gradius power-up system and turned it on its head and changed it into something totally different and totally cool. I really like this game. I'm looking forward to my second time capsule of 1986, and I'll be doing that. There's the strawberry. I'll be doing that after I do my 11th video. There's the Yashichi, and Yashichi debuted in a game I think called Vulgus, and it was actually an enemy I think in that game. It's usually a power-up, and oftentimes it's worth a lot of points, but here it gives you, there's a barrel. Here it gives you a rapid fire, just a straight ahead shot. We're not going to do a full playthrough. I'm just gonna show you like snippets of each stage, each of the 12 stages. But yeah, I prefer the straight-ahead double-shot rapid fire over this three-way rapid fire. And the three-way rapid fire is from collecting the yellow star. Yeah, most of the power-ups start as either the orange bit or the POW symbol. But yeah, shooting or moving into certain areas on a stage can uncover sometimes a bonus item. Like I said, there's the Holstein cow, which is 10,000, a strawberry, which is 3,000, a barrel, which is 3,000, or a 1-up icon, which is very rare, I believe. I did uncover a couple of them, I think, in this game. But yeah, this has some of the best music for a Capcom game. The icon that lets you change into the giant mech is it's a little blue circle that has like an alpha or a zeta symbol on it. I can't remember, but when you collect that, you turn into the giant mech, and you can take 2 hits on it when you're when you're just playing with one player. If you're playing 2 players simultaneous play, then it can only take 1 hit before you turn back into your regular mechas. I hear my dog barking outside, but I'm not letting her back in. I need to finish this video. She'll live. It's actually a lot warmer today than it had been in recent nights. So she's just gonna keep on barking. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm sure I saw it in some arcades. But I definitely remember seeing this at a 7-Eleven along with, I think it was Kid Nicky. And this was at this was in, I think, Federal Way, right by where I worked. And I worked at Pizza Hut. That was my first job. Actually, I did a painting job before that, but that was my first job where I got like an official paycheck. The Pizza Hut job. I made the dough in the morning. I cooked sometimes. Helped fold boxes and stuff. It's an okay job. But yeah, that was the only place I for sure remember seeing this was a 7-Eleven. And now we have this lava bed. I don't think you die by touching the lava. I mean, I definitely don't when I have invincibility here. But yeah, notice that a lot of the bosses have longer life meters. Yeah, that auto fire weapon upgrade is my favorite, pretty much. Look at all those power-ups that the boss leaves me. Yeah, this gets really, really tough later in the game. Enemies just shoot from all angles, and you have to consistently turn around and fire the other way. You have to keep moving, and I really hate that snake thing. It's really annoying. It takes so many hits, and it just keeps hounding you. This level is super short. This is level, is this level 9, I think? And then, yeah, I won't do a full playthrough. We'll just see snippets of each stage. She's still barking. She's gonna bark until her throat is hoarse. Too bad. Sorry, doggy. Yeah, this just has some of the best music from Capcom games of the 80s. If you have invincibility on in MAME cheats and you get that power up that turns you into the giant mech, the game will freeze. So make sure you take it off before you even collect that power up. Yeah, I think that was stage 9. Note that some of the stages you will scroll downwards, some of them you will scroll upwards, some of them you will scroll, most of them you will scroll to the right. But yeah, try to find those hidden icons, especially the Holstein cow, which is 10,000 whopping points. On this stage, you can shoot those things enough times, and you will get a power-up. I think that's right. Yeah, I think you get like a strawberry or a barrel or something. She's really barking now. She really thinks I neglected her on purpose. Well, tough titties, you little turd. I spoil her with attention sometimes, so it's probably my fault. We'll scoot forward, and yeah, if you use rapid fire, whoops, I lost it real quick. If you use rapid fire and you have the giant mech, then you can really lay the firepower on your enemies. But yeah, the giant mech doesn't last very long. And then this is the second to last boss, I believe. There's only one more stage. Once you beat all the stages, it'll be game over. You don't start all the stages over. Thank goodness, because this game is hard and it's very, very long. Yep, once it turns backwards, POW, then you can shoot it enough times, and then you will change it into either a Shichi or the yellow star, which will grant you auto fire. And again, if you want a weapon's power up, you need to get that power up and then press that third button to switch over to it. And you see that it cycles through bit, shotgun, mega bazooka launcher, three-way, and auto. And you can get the speed ups by collecting the POW symbol. And that was the final boss. Congratulations. Or did it say congratulations? Yeah, I think it said congratulations. Some English, or English. The end. And then your game will be over. Well, that was Sidearms, also known as Sidearms Hyperdyne. I've seen somebody call it Hyperdyne Sidearms, but I'm pretty sure it's Sidearms at the very least. Maybe Sidearms Hyperdyne. There's the credits too. That is Sidearms. I'm just going to call it Sidearms. And again, if you have two players playing simultaneously, you can both control a giant mech if you transform into the giant mech, and you automatically transform once you collect the proper power-up. If you don't know what an item or what a weapon is called, just look at your weapon meter and see which one lights up when you collect that certain power-up. And again, they're called bit, shotgun, mega bazooka launcher, three-way, and auto. And those two items give you the auto, the Yashichi and the yellow star. And there's the giant mech icon. Pretty awesome firepower. But that was Sidearms, or Sidearms Hyperdyne, created by Capcom in 1986, game number 14 in our 20 from 1986 series. Well, this is Crazy Climber Racing. Thanks for watching, and I hope you join me soon for game number 13. Y'all have a good one, everybody, and stay warm. Bye-bye.